not quite knowing what to do with themselves.
John, as I'm talking to you, we're looking at video. I can't quite work out where it is. I suspect it's in New York, judging by what you've been saying. But in that ride back from National Airport, Ronald Reagan Airport, how would you say the city is coping with it? Because in the end, they have been deeply worried about terrorism, and they have taken certain measures with bollards and other big preventative devices around the city centre for several years now.
Well, the word certainly seems to be getting round very quickly. The main problem is, once everybody gets in their cars in this city, inevitably there is gridlock. Perhaps eventually they're going to have to think of some way of cutting down the number of cars on the road within these disasters. Inevitably, you have single people individually getting into their cars, and the whole place grinds to a halt. We have, incidentally, on the local radio stations here, and I don't know if you've heard at your end yet, reports also that a bomb or a car bomb may have gone off outside the State Department.
Right away that these buildings could come down?
Not initially. For about 15 minutes or so, people only thought, they couldn't really tell what had happened, and only after the second plane hit did people realize that, this is probably something that was orchestrated. And so then people initially who had, been trying to go back to the scene and try to help people realized that another plane had hit the building. And
not put those rescue workers into danger themselves. So that is obviously the problem. We were told by a couple of people that were in there before rescue workers that there are bodies, a number of bodies lying around in the debris and on the street there. Obviously, part of the job will be to bring them out. We are also told by Port Authority officials that the building...
We have correspondent David Lee Miller on the scene. David?
Hi, Linda, that's right. At this hour, the fire still continues to burn. You can take a look behind me. You can see a great deal of black smoke, a huge plume of black smoke that you can see throughout all of lower Manhattan. We are told by one firefighter source that a building identified as Trade Center number 7 is in danger of collapse. We are told that engineers have gotten as close as they can to the building, and that this building is on fire, and that there is a chance that this building could give way, and we are told that if it does, they expect that it would collapse in a southerly direction. The World Trade Center towers fell northerly. This would fall in the opposite direction.
Of exactly what happened inside the World Trade Center when that first plane went in, and of course the collapses since then. We're going to bring more of those to you now. Barry Jennings, you were on the 8th floor. You work for the City Housing Department. Explain to me the moment of impact.
Well, me and Mr. Hess, the Corporation Counsel, were on the 23rd floor. I told him we got to get out of here. We started walking down the stairs. We made it to the 8th floor. Big explosion. Blew us back into the 8th floor. And I turned to Hess. I said, this is it. We're dead. We're not going to make it out of here. I took a fire extinguisher and I bust the window out. That's when this gentleman here heard my cries for help. This gentleman right here, and he kept saying, stand by, somebody's coming to get you. They couldn't get to us for an hour because they couldn't find us.
You thought that was it?
I thought we're dead. I thought that was it. I started praying to Allah. I said, that's it. We're gone. It's over.
What was it like for you? You were inside there as well.
It was pandemonium. I mean, it was something like out of a Bruce Willis Die Hard movie. He was there and he was crying, and there was another gentleman crying and for help. We couldn't get to him. We tried to get through we went through the buildings. We were lost. Both staircases, the backside was completely blown away. There was no way to access us. We couldn't get to them. And finally, one of the fire department teams found them. But we didn't think they were going to make it.